Good morning and welcome to the early bird. And this will be a little bit sort of short but simple. The S&P 500 here, this particular pattern is the same for the Dow Jones and a little bit the same for our market as well, I guess. And we've been looking at this in two ways. You'll notice that on our S&P 500 charts on the 4-hour, you'll see this as a C wave here, and would be pushing further up through here, but we don't have any evidence of that so far. It's starting. We were first of all looking for, the low to come in, and then we're going to be looking at this through here. The other flip side to this is that we are in a larger downtrend, and of course a breaking down through these levels here, the 1,300 would help sort of confirm that, and of course the push up through here would help confirm the larger picture of this. In breaking this little pattern down here a little bit, because that's where the lead would come from, or the understanding. And what we have at the moment is we knew that we had 5 waves here, and when you get 5 waves here, that means that after an ABC correction, you'll get another 5. So what we don't know is this move up through here wave 1, or as a bigger impulse wave for wave, in terms of wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which in turn would give us another 5 waves up? Or do we have a B, C correction here, and we basically fail, well, pretty much from here, I guess, because with an ABC correction, the A wave and the C wave are normally about the same in terms of time and price, distance, same size basically. So that's where we're sort of at. So we know that this is the top of group 1 as a sub-level, so we just really need to see if this becomes support or resistance here. As support, then we can look to go higher, and as resistance, of course, we'll look to go lower. And we've got this overhead trend line there, so there's plenty of resistance there. This is the same for the Dow Jones as well. So this has been the rally in the Dow Jones as well. So we've got that A, that B, and the C here. We know that the range for the Dow Jones in our view was 12,500. We're looking for the retest of that. We know that under 12,300, we start to get more of a bearish picture to the downside. So that's been our range here. The 12.4 has been a bit of a line in the sand here, and this has been our structure here, A, B, C structure, or up for 1, back for 2, and then this would be up for 1, back for 2, and up for 3, a bigger third wave unfolding there. So we're just in a rock and a hard place, essentially. The market can fail from here, and we can continue down, and it would continue down quite quickly. So we'll need to be aware of that and deal with that and handle that, rather. If support is found over here, then that's fine. US have got a holiday on Monday. I think the UK has as well. So we expected lower volumes to be in here. Not expecting much to happen. That's fine. But it did stay reasonably steady. So normally, coming back from holiday in the US, we normally see a sort of a liveliness and stronger volume. So it will be interesting to see this push up, I have to say. So yeah, we just have to wait and see, basically. But these are the lines in the sand, and that's sort of how we'll sort of deal with it, I guess. But there is a lot of support also from the 12,000 down here further, all the way up to the 12,000, 12,1, 12,2, 12,3. They're all strong supports, and that's because of the demand in historical charts when you go back and have a look at the daily chart and so forth. So yeah, our local market, this has been our sort of view here. I just want to check on something here first. Just sort of bear with me a second. Just checking the smaller caps and stuff, but I'll just come back now. I just wanted to have a look. So look, bottom line is that we're looking at a 5-wave structure coming down, and we're still in the channel coming down through here. The push up on Friday was on lower volume. However, The material sector, or BHP, had stronger volume. I'll check that in a minute. But basically, we're looking for the standard issue is a 61.8 retracement level back up into these areas here. That would be the minor trading level in through here at 4,800 would be the case there, but also the 72 number would be looking at here. So I know that the 4772 would hold a lot of sway. There's a little gap in here, so we can have a look at that gap in here to be covered here. Having the lower volume here, still a lot of volume, but lower than this one here, and the shorter range here makes it a little bit weaker. So it's sort of running out of steam, but we're kind of expecting a corrective move in terms of, as we may have mentioned, in something like this here. So because the Dow's up, we'll push it up there, but because it's on holidays, we may see that weakness come in and then a push up there. So kind of what we're looking at here on the SPY, I guess, is 5 waves up here for those little guys there. Then would be looking for a 3-wave counter trend in here, and then would be looking for another 5 here. So that's what we're kind of looking for there, coming back up to the 4472 or this gap here, or somewhere in amongst here anyway. We'll look at that when we get there. So we can still continue to trade long there, especially when you're having a look at the volume on BHP and see the volume here was more than yesterday. So that's what we call a trend. If the price is moving up and the volume is moving up, you've got a trend that's being confirmed by the volume. If this trend is going up and the volume's getting less here, then it's going up on thin air and it won't go very far at all. So we are seeing volume in the material sector. The banks a little sort of less so. So when we look at CBA here, nice strong move, but we're not seeing more volume than the previous day. So yeah, we'll see how that sort of pans out. But the same sort of view again here in terms of moving up there. You can see that the real supply would be in across this level here, where it failed to. So it could reach anywhere up there essentially, but in the same sort of pattern as well. We'll see how we travel with that. But okay, so that's sort of that there. So we just need to see what pans out through here. It's a little bit the same with the drivers as well, because this is gold here, and you know from way down here we were looking for a low to come in, and we've been sort of working it all the way up. It's been sort of pretty scruffy, and you know the local gold stocks have been sort of wakening up a little bit. The CFD gold Perth Mint product on the ASX there has been pushing up nicely, but only if the Australian dollar pushes down, or bring that into the mix anyway. But here we're looking for 5 waves up. Now we don't know if this is going to be the 3rd wave or the wave C. A wave C would see a high come in here, so we'd see this little 5th wave finish up in here, up in sort of close to here, and that could be the wave C there, and then it would roll over from there. As a wave 3, then it will continue much higher and make new highs. So we could have it could be either of these. That's the bottom line, and we just don't know which one it is. Our charts have always gone with the higher move of the 3rd wave here, and so forth, but we'll just see how we go there. And copper's a bit the same as well. So when we're looking at copper here, we've been looking at this in terms of a corrective 4th wave, okay? So originally we had the 4th wave here, but we figured that it was a little bit small, so we're seeing it sort of expand out now. So in terms of an A and a B wave to here, and a C wave up here. Now, a C wave always has 5 waves. So we're looking at the 1, the 2, 5 waves in there for the 3rd wave, the 4th wave, and the 5th wave here. The 5th wave here, where we have a bit of a closer look at it here, will have a smaller set of 5 waves in it as well. So it would be from here, it would be up for wave 1 there. So we could just put that there, just count this a little bit, because this is kind of important here. And then wave 2 to here. There would also be 5 waves in that little bit there. And then we're looking for the 3rd wave up. We'll use this number here. So we're looking for a 3rd wave up, and that would be, in the 3rd wave, there would be 5 waves. So we could look at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the third wave can go into there. And then we're looking for the fourth wave, which would be, that could be part of it there. That would be part of it. There could be more of that because that's just like one swing down and it's not a very complicated one there. So we might get an A and a B and a C wave coming here. So it could be over here somewhere. And then we'd look for a fifth wave up into here for either a C wave here to finish wave 4 here. And that's what we'll be expecting. So we'd expect the market to turn from here and move to the downside. However, if we're wrong here and we've got a stronger bull market going up for some reason, then we would naturally just see this continue to move up through here. Yep, I could allow this sort of fourth wave here to go a bit higher here, but in the sort of bigger picture, the 430 here, if support was found on here, then would be into a bigger bull pattern to the upside here. And one of the reasons for that too is because this wave 4 here normally pulls back 38.2%, and that's the 38.2% area in here, or the fourth wave of 1 lesser degree, which is this little guy in here. So what we're actually seeing here is we're seeing, you know, this fourth wave here push much higher up into here. So we're sort of talking, you know, beyond this area here for a normal fourth wave retracement. So we are looking at something stronger here. But however, I have to stay with the wave count as well until it plays out. So the A wave to here in 3 waves, the A, the B, and the C, always in 3 waves for the B wave, and a C wave in 5 waves to play out through here. So this could end here, just like the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 is going to end, and then they'll all go south together. So this is a critical point here, and the 12,500 on the Dow. So that's what we need to be sort of focused on next week. And it's not easy because it just takes time to unfold, you know, because there will be likely to be a reaction at the 420 anyway. Do you know what I mean? So we need to see if how far it falls, what sort of pattern it creates, or does it find support on here? You know, it needs like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days to sort itself out here, perhaps, you know. So we won't know for a little while, but at least we know we don't know, and we need to like give that time, and gives us time to prepare as well. It doesn't stop us trading in the meantime, because, you know, even though that we could be expecting a turning point here and we're sort of panicking, the bottom sentiment for the market, the bottom line for the market is that, you know, it's positive. So because it's got a new high, you know, it's going higher. So we can trade that material sector higher, and we can expect, you know, within that thing there, BHP to push higher through here. Simple as that. So, you know, all the basic sort of things here. Once this breaks out of a trend line through here, and the crowds would have seen that breakout through there on the Friday, so they'll be onto that on the Monday as well. So, but anyway, yeah, we need a rally. There's been a move down. We need to see a counter trend rally. We can see the markets being positive for a little while, and we need to run with that. So that's it. You know the importance of the 12,500 on the Dow becoming support or resistance, and you know any strong move to the downside here, you know, Wednesday or Thursday next week creates a bear picture, and especially under the 12,300 there, that's the main trigger for the south there. So within this range here, the 12.3, the 12.5, we'll take the breakout of that to confirm the next larger trend. Alrighty, good morning and good luck.